As recent climate trends have seen a substantial increase in the global average temperature, this has affected the world in many ways. The most harmful or destructive way is by the rising level of droughts. The rise in temperature has led India to see extremely hot summers and cold winters with little or no rain. However, when it has rained, it has always been on the extremes. No rain or so much rain that cities flood and get submerged. India is known to be a country that is proud of its farming and agriculture. However, with the rise in global temperature and extreme seasons, the number and severity of droughts has increased as well. Talking about agriculture, one of the most agriculturally developed state is Uttar Pradesh. Located on the northeast part of the country, this state also provides a lot of contribution when it comes to farming. With being a very farming land, it is very prone to droughts. In March 2010, experts expected the farmland for sugar cane farming to decrease by 16%. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Uttar Pradesh declared itself to be a drought hit state after 50 of its 75 districts were hit by a drought, according to the Wall Street Journal. This was the eighth state to declare a drought in India. Uttar Pradesh is very prone to droughts because of number of reasons. The first being it is not a very developed state compared to the others. Still having hundreds of villages and the village life still going on, this state is not very developed. Because it is not very developed, the main source of water for farmers is the rain. There are frequent power cuts which limit the farmers' ability to harvest groundwater. Along with frequent power cuts, no technology means not being able to use the best of the resources like rainwater and using other smart and efficient farming techniques. Located on the northeast region, a region where it doesn't rain a lot, it just makes the state very prone to droughts. Over the year, the rainfall in Uttar Pradesh saw has decreased substantially. In 2015, June to September monsoon, the state saw just 40 to 60% of normal rainfall in 33 of its district, less than 40% in 16 of its district, and one district the crop loss was over 35%, says Satayan Bera from LiveMint. This decrease in rainfall just makes the state more prone to being hit by a drought. Even though the state has 31 rivers flowing through, water for farmers is still a problem because of the lack of advancements in technology. When it comes to environmental change, the entire Indian subcontinent is likely to see an increase in precipitations compared to last year. El Nino, IOD, Indian Ocean Diode, MJO, Maiden Julian oscillations play an important part in the climate change. Experts are predicting El Nino to be more than 60% neutral through spring and has a probability of 50% of being neutral over summer months. The Indian Ocean dipole is not common from January 2020 to April 2020 as the intertropical convergence zone shifts to the southern hemisphere. The Indian Ocean diode becomes more evident from April because of the intertropical convergence zone starts to change its direction and moves towards the northern hemispheres. The pre-monsoon in 2020, that's from February to May, is expected to be full of rain, but along with the rain also comes heat and humidity. The summer of 2020 is forecasted to be hotter than before, but this gets balanced out with the good amount of rain. Therefore, this year is thought to be better for Indian farmers, in particular as there is a good rainfall predicted according to the SkyMeet weather team. With forecasted weather, the impact on farmers is expected to be great. 2019 saw a drought hit Uttar Pradesh with very less rainfall. However, in 2020, thanks to the pre-monsoons being normal due to the neutral El Nino and the IOD not being evident till April, farmers can expect better precipitation than compared to last year. Talking about precipitation, the SkyMeet weather team predicts a total of 131.7 millimeters of rainfall over the next season of pre-monsoon. Pre-monsoon is just the beginning. The pre-monsoon monsoons being exceptionally great. The monsoon the monsoon season is also predicted to be very rewarding to the farmers after a tough 2 months of extreme heat during the summer. The Economic Times is also predicts that sugarcane production to bounce back. Uttar Pradesh is one of the most contributing states when it comes to sugar, and they predict a 4 million rise in production from last year. Experts predict 30 million tons of production this year, while last year the production was just 26 million tons. This is good news for the farmers as the demand of sugar is on the rise, so they will be more financially stable at the end of the season, which helps them brace for a future drought that is possible in the coming years. As the forecast says, rain will be higher than last year. The best way to make the most efficient use of this great pre-monsoon and monsoon is by harvesting the rainwater for future use, as Uttar Pradesh frequent face frequent power cuts that hinders their farmers from using groundwater. Another solution to being less drought prone is also by making sure the plants are rotated and the soil stays healthy and does not dry out. Here are the four reference sites that I used